Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. You join me today for a very special video indeed because we have this GR Yaris on the channel. This is the Severn Valley Motorsport demo car which puts out an astonishing 500 horsepower. Of course, at the moment, this is the fastest GR Yaris in the UK, running 420 horsepower on pump fuel. But today, with race fuel, it puts out a remarkable 500 horsepower. To be able to get this much power out of a 3-cylinder is absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm very, very excited to bring you guys this video today. What we will do in usual fashion, we will catch up with Josh here from SVM. He's going to run us through everything which has been done to the car so far, and let me tell you, a lot in a very short amount of time, that is for sure. And then of course we will take it out on the road to see what it is like. But in short, 500 horsepower GR Yaris, fastest in the UK. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so we're joined with Josh from Severn Valley Motorsport. Mate, thank you very much for the invitation to come
no stress.
And check out this beast. Yeah, we already know it's the fastest in the UK, runs 500 horsepower on race fuel, which we do have in the tank today. But we need to learn a little bit more about some of the bits which are on this thing because there is a lot. And seeing as we do have the engine bay exposed at the moment, I think if you wouldn't mind giving us a quick run through.
Yeah, so most definitely. So with the engine bay, it's fairly standardish, just normal bolt-on mods. So we've got the Venturi big carbon air intake was most notable. We've got our own custom SVM breather system. Well, again, just because we're running a 9-injector system with this car, so a lot of fuel, so we like to control all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of fumes coming off that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so other than that, other than the 9-injector system, we've got our own custom ECU, what we've done with a nice local company called Bailey Performance, and they've been really helpful in getting all that side of things sorted.
So you were saying that the ECU or the stock ECU is still locked from factory?
Yeah, still locked. So with the stock ECU, basically, we can't use any of the sensors or hardly any of them. So with that, we've basically had to double up on all the sensors. It's been a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to get everything to work properly.
Yeah.
Because these things have like special, like all the new modern tech with like all the crash sensors and everything, all the lane sensors. So that's a bit of a nightmare to control.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, especially because we've got such big brakes on this as well. So
yes,
it's got the collision detection system.
Okay.
So if you get too close to another car, it basically slams on the brakes and it still thinks it's got little tiny Yaris brakes on it rather than our big 400mm carbon ceramics.
Yeah, I mean carbon ceramics all round as well. They are astonishing. So you were saying these are all R35 GTR?
Yeah, off
brakes?
an R35 GTR, what we normally specialise in.
Yeah.
So they're 400mm carbon ceramics, all custom brackets to make everything fit perfectly.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare to get all that sitting how we wanted it to, but yeah, I think it's come out quite nice in the end.
Yeah, also, I mean, literally.
Nice OZ wheels in white.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, the gap between the caliper and the wheel is tiny, and it's the same for the back as well. Carbon ceramics on the back. I mean, this has got to be the most extreme brake setup I have quite possibly ever seen.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
A car, to be honest with
I
you.
think the car is 1,200 kilos, give or take. So obviously with the brakes, I don't think there's any car, even on the planet, that's even close to this sort of weight with that sort of brake setup, but can be driven on the road sort of thing.
Definitely.
Even like looking at the big posh Lambos and stuff, they're like, I don't know, like 2 tons and up sort of thing. So
exactly, yeah, where this is so much lighter. But coilover setup or suspension setup, should I say? Coilovers,
yeah, it's got coilovers.
Yep.
So currently it's running a BC suspension setup. But to be honest, it's changing almost like on a weekly with this car, obviously our development car. So we are developing lots of different kits, different springs, different coilover kits from different companies.
Awesome.
All what we're going to offer on our website, all that sort of good stuff.
Sweet. And actually going back to the engine bay very briefly, I mean, I suppose one of the biggest points about how this car makes this much power is the turbo, I guess. It's obviously not standard turbo at all. What kind of turbo has it got on there at the moment?
So it's got our own system. So it's a hybrid turbo, so standard casing and everything. Yep. With all our custom internals.
Nice.
So we're just calling it our SVM Stage 1 turbo. Yep. Because this is our highest, so our 400, 500 brake package will all have the same turbo on, obviously just tuned up to various degrees. Yeah. So that's what we're running on this car today. Awesome.
I mean, it's so cool to see a car like this running this much power. I mean, a little 3-cylinder.
Yeah, 3-cylinder.
It's remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable. And obviously, being a development car as well, there's still lots of bits which
yeah,
you can
loads of
upgrade as
stuff.
well.
It's really difficult to control yourself, not to keep bolting bits on.
Massively.
Obviously, being a tuning company, you're always chasing the weakest link.
Yeah,
so when we
definitely.
find something, we're like, oh no, we can get an extra 5% here, 10% here,
Yeah.
have a weight reduction, upgraded parts. It's really difficult to say no, you know, come on guys, we've done enough to the car, let's try and sell some bits and bobs now. But with this car, it's definitely a labour of love sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's good fun.
Now, singles are at the back of the car. The exhaust, I've noticed, is different. What have we got on there at the moment as
Yeah,
well?
so that's running one of our custom exhausts. So with these, because you've got so obviously they come with a normal cat, and then they've got like a special, I think they're called OPFs.
Yes,
So it's
yeah.
like a cat on a cat sort of thing
Yeah.
to describe it to normal people. So we've removed that. We're running 100 South Sports Cat, and completely MOT legal still, this car.
Yep.
So it's,
And then just with a cat back from there. as
yeah,
well,
just a
custom
cat back from there on. With just a
Sweet.
nice, tasteful muffler.
Yeah.
Because with a 3-cylinder, I'm sure a lot of people have heard the little Fiestas, Corsas, 1 litres, they sound horrible. So it took a lot of time to get that sound right with this car.
Yeah.
And I think we've done quite a good job. It sounds really tasteful, obviously in my opinion, but I'm sure we'll see.
Maybe a bit biased, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're correct. Anyway, I'm sure you're correct. But another look at these brakes, because I mean, even on the backs, they are absolutely massive. And I mean, carbon ceramics as well. I mean, that is just something else. 400 mil. I mean, they're bigger brakes that I've got on my Golf R.
Yeah, they do stop you. You have to, when you go from this car to say your normal daily runabout, you have to remember you swap cars. I almost launched myself over a roundabout going from this back to say a little Fiesta van sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's definitely a different sort of animal.
Yeah, and the little livery you got in it as well. That's a nice little addition.
Yeah.
Not just a standard white car.
Yeah, running I think the Gazoo, so OEM like plus body kit you can buy from Toyota. Obviously with all our own little accents here and there.
Yep.
Some extra carbon canards on the front.
Yeah, mate, it looks really, really cool. Actually, now seeing as we're back here, intercooler-wise, that's upgraded?
Yeah, upgraded
Definitely.
intercooler, again, SVM spec. We've
Yep.
spent absolutely ages developing all different types of intercoolers, different flows and such.
Yeah.
We run 2 different types of intercoolers, so obviously depending on what you want from the car,
Yep.
you want a track car, you want something for some B roads, we offer different sort of setups for different things.
Yeah, definitely. Sweet. Well, yeah, like you said, a lot of work has gone into this car, and still a lot more to go. But I think what we'll do, because I'm eager to experience this car, see what it's like, I think we could get it started up.
Yeah, most
Go for a
definitely.
quick drive and
Oh
go have
yeah,
some fun.
that'd be good fun.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's every bit of 500 brake.
Yeah, it's quite fun. When you slam on the brakes as well, it shoots up the hazard lights every time as well. It's quite cool.
Yeah. No, that is quick.
Yeah, it is quick. It's really fun. People don't like you. I don't know, like you go in a lot of 500 brake cars, but it doesn't quite feel the same. I don't know. It's really hard to describe.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And even like the decelerating, the brakes are quite fun. Considering it's also a wet day, you know.
Yeah, and it's on Cup 2s.
Yeah, Cup 2s. Very similar to what you almost get out of the factory with the tyre setup.
Yeah, absolutely. What a car, man.
Yeah, it's quite
What
fun.
a car.
It's like a weekend warrior. It's like perfect for this sort of stuff around B roads and
Oh, yeah. I mean, they even are in the factory OEM
yeah,
stock
factory
format.
spec is even quite good, to be honest. It's what they were built for. Obviously, they wanted to go into rallying and everything, and they really did an amazing job of getting it where it needs to be.
For a base car, it's
pretty
up
spot
there.
on.
Yeah.
I think that's why so many people are trying to like pick them up, sort of thing. Like even the second-hand market for
Yeah,
like the
definitely.
Yarises at the moment are crazy.
But they're still fetching good money, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're really fantastic.
Going for first.
No, the first, do your second, do your first.
Those upshift bangs are insane. I'm a bit lost for words.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Like, I experience a lot of cars, but this is just, I don't know what it is. It's
3-cylinder as well. That's what you have to keep reminding
it's just
yourself what it is, you know?
Like you kind of know what 500 horsepower would feel like. Not from a 3-cylinder, not from a car set up like the GR Yaris. It's interesting.
It is interesting. It's really hard because there's nothing really comparable like with another car. So if you had like a few different models or whatever to like compare it against, it's like the comparison cars are so wet and like awful. It's like hard to even compare them against it.
I'd love to compare this to my Golf R.
Yeah, definitely, that'd be really fun.
Because that's running 502 brake.
Jesus, yeah.
This is running 500 brake on race fuel. That would be close.
Have to take you around a track at the same time.
Oh, mate.
Be chasing you down.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You probably got the top end power, but it's I don't know, it's different sort of ball game down low, isn't it?
Yeah, true. But the exhaust as well, like we were mentioning, like it's not garish. It's not something which you'd imagine from like a small little engine, to be honest. It's noticeable, but it's not too much. Yeah,
when you drive slow, even with this sort of power, on this sort of fuel, with this sort of exhaust, if you want it slow and you want it quiet, you can. What's really nice, so if you're on a motorway or something, you don't have to have it screaming down your ears or...
yeah, absolutely.
But if you want it, you've always got it under your foot, just ready to go sort of thing. That's always
It's that second to third gear. So seeing as this is a development car, there's still loads going on.
Yeah, there's loads of little bits and bobs to do.
What is next? Or is that top secret at the moment?
Well, to be honest, probably getting the prices down. A lot of the induction kits are quite a lot of money and stuff, so we're obviously developing our own and everything.
True.
But it's with a new vehicle, like I said, always chasing like the weakest link. It's difficult because everything's so brand new. You almost need to find what's going to break first and just basically finding what's going to break and making sure it doesn't sort of thing as well.
Yeah,
other than just the tuning side of things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have gone to town on this car, and you probably haven't had it long, have you? Because I mean,
a few months. The waiting lists were ridiculous, to be honest.
So you've had it a few months?
Yeah, a few months, the vehicle.
And you've done this in a few months?
Yeah, literally, we don't mess about.
Oh, it's just addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good fun.
I love those upshift cracks.
Yeah, it's even better when it's nice dry day. You can't go wrong.
Now, a couple of things we haven't spoken about actually. Interior. Some little changes have been going on in here. Got a nice set of Recaro seats. And to be honest, one of my criticisms with the stock car is the passenger seating position.
It's ridiculous.
Really high.
Yeah, you're like putting your head for the roof.
Yeah, definitely, even for someone short like me. But yeah, I mean, this is much better. You've got custom brackets.
Yeah, custom brackets. We sell all them. So if you want a set of Recaro CSs or whatever, we sell them on our website. So in terms of like weight saving, we haven't gone crazy. We've done the rear seat delete.
Yeah.
We've got a nice carbon brace bar. Nice set of bucket seats to keep you in around the corners.
Yeah.
Boost gauge. That's really it on the interior. We've kept it fairly tasteful and standard, but it's not too bad. It just holds you in nicely with the seats. It's always good.
I think my lack of commentary says it all.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, especially to say remember the different bits and bobs we put on it when you're trying to go for it sort of thing.
Well, mate, thank you for the invite to come check out this thing.
No stress. Thanks for coming down.
Unbelievable car, probably one of the most surprising cars I'm going to film this year, without a doubt. And obviously, you guys have got quite a few other special things.
Yeah, GTRs, R34s, whatever your cup of tea sort of thing.
So maybe once some of the little projects you've got going on are kind of nearing completion, we can catch up. But of course, you guys can find all the SVM links down in the description down below. Any GR Yaris needs or any GTR needs, give these guys a shout. They are, well, from what I've seen in the workshop, there's some serious stuff there. But for me today, that is it. One very surprised Luke, that is for sure. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.